did read one article.
What happened?
Real. This bitch. This guy booked me and had his wife in the next room listening to us. After the booking, she messaged me and she's like, "You are trash." You're like, "What?"
Oh God, I'm joining the dirty 30s this year. As my 30s are approaching, I'm getting so fucking horny.
I'm telling you,
fuck
it's
anything. I will literally fuck
I walked in and
anything.
she was having sex with the couch the other day. I was like, what's
we
happening?
don't call it
yeah.
dirty 30 for no reason. I love swingers parties.
I went once with Mark.
I could just imagine you and me going, like, he just sits at the corner. Like,
Fuck you both.
I thought about being Super Rogan wearing sunnies as well, but I got a CO2 laser facial. A CO2 laser facial.
She got a CO2 laser.
That's your mic, by the way.
And I don't notice a difference whatsoever. Like,
Have you ever had a CO2 laser facial?
no, I've never had any, like, I've wanted to try those.
Cleaning my condom.
I wanted to try those, like the, what's that called? Like the vampire peel.
Oh, is that the one where they put your blood
I believe
into
so.
you?
hang
Yeah.
on, wait. I'm just a simple guy.
All right, let me tell. I know everything about all of the beauty treatments.
Your condom is coming off. Do you want to just push that down? Yeah, there you go.
Is that
Perfect.
what we call it here?
Yes, it's called the condom.
Yep.
Yes, the condom for your
All right,
microphone.
so vampire face.
Yeah, so apparently it doesn't really do all that much, is from what I've tried. Because I went to my esthetician, I was like, I want to get this that everyone's talking about. And she's like, it's not like the best thing. Like the CO2 laser, which I get is like better than.
Is that like a chemical peel or is...
So it's like a
Similar,
laser.
or it's
It's like a
different,
laser,
like-
and they laser your face with CO2. I don't even know how that
Carbon
works.
dioxide?
Yes.
Yeah. And it like burns
Really?
the first layer of your face off. So everyone, that's why I'm
They
wearing a
laser
hat.
your
and-
face with carbon dioxide.
Yeah, I mean, if you look close, well, you're blind. You said so.
I'm so blind.
Well, Mark, you must be blind too, because I was trying to point it out to you.
She's
before
like,
you-
look at my face. And I was like, it's normal. What do you
looks the
mean?
same.
She's like, I have to wear a hat. And I was like, okay, it's fine to me.
I think maybe you can see it because you've had it done, but I think you look fabulous.
I've got like
You look
little.
great.
You can
I thought you were
probably.
about to say you can notice because it's your face. You're used to
No,
it.
no, I can't
Yeah.
notice at all. I think
It's like
her
little
skin looks really
dots.
glowy though. Like that's
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the point. It like melts off the whole first
makes
layer
it
of your
melt.
skin. No, pretty much, yeah. So anyway, these vampire facials. So what
Yeah,
they
what
do
the
is,
fuck is-
all right. So it's
okay.
called one other, like I think the more technical name for it is like PRP, which stands for something.
Oh,
so they take your
okay.
own.
I do know this.
Do you?
I do know this.
Do you actually know what the PRP
You tell
is?
us then.
I do.
You do.
All right, yeah, you
Yes.
tell me then.
They take your plasma. So they take your blood out. They put it in
Yes.
a centrifuge.
Yes, that's what they do.
Yes,
That is what
Then
they
they
do.
take your plasma out,
Yeah.
inject it back in.
Yeah, apparently
That's
it's,
right.
I didn't know it was called vampire.
Yeah,
but
apparently
now I
there's
know,
other
right?
stuff that's like better for it, and like things like Redurin and stuff, which is like the salmon sperm.
I think it became like massive like a few years ago when Kim Kardashian did it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah, and then
yeah.
it became like really popular,
Yeah.
and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's the greatest thing!" Like, and
okay,
now
yeah.
there's like different
better
technology
stuff, yeah.
and there's better stuff that's come out.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was to try anything, I'd be like vampire facial because like I don't
no.
get.
I'll send you a
facials.
list.
Okay.
I'll send you a
Because
list.
I don't get facials.
Oh,
I mean,
I do.
like, okay, maybe I should
Yeah.
start doing some of this pigmentation.
Oh, so sure. When
Like,
you're here
I've
in
got-
Sydney, I'll send you a list of like what to get done here.
I
in
love
Sydney.
it.
Yeah.
Because I've got freckles because I live in Brisbane.
Mm.
I'm out in the sun a hell of a lot, like all the time. So I've got all these freckles, and I mean, like, yeah, they're cute and all. But
I was about
feel
to
like,
say, don't people
no,
try to get
they
freckles
do.
put
They
on?
draw them
Like,
on,
even
tattoo them
henna,
on.
they tattoo them on. Yeah, I think they're great and all of that, but I think some of
What?
it's like some discoloration. If that makes
okay.
sense.
All
Like,
right.
feel like-
I hate freckles personally. I have freckles too.
I think freckles.
I have
super
a few
cute.
freckles on my face, and I want to get them like
Yeah.
zapped off. I want
yeah,
to.
yeah. I feel like right now I've got a love-hate relationship with my freckles. They make me look tanner.
I feel like I could. Well, see,
then-
my eyesight's bad too. I can't see
then
any
I-
freckles on your face.
I have makeup on.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
so
you
you're
covered
hiding
the
the freckles.
freckles.
I'm covering.
Let the freckles out, okay? Let
I'm
them
trying
free.
to-
Guys like freckles because
Yeah.
it looks
They
cute.
do. They
and
like
innocent.
freckles, but
Cute.
I've got this thing going on, so I use my colarium a lot at home. So I've got a
Okay,
solarium
for the
at
guys
home.
out there, including me, what's it?
What's a calarium?
So it's a solarium.
Okay.
Oh,
So
but
it's-
is it
but
the
it's
pink?
red, it's red light
Oh,
therapy.
so that's the collagen.
Yeah, the collagen.
Oh, the
is-
collagen ones are
guys,
better.
guys,
Yeah, they're better
Yes.
for you.
guys, slow down. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a calarium which
So the
is a
colarium,
red light therapy.
It's red light instead of a blue light. So you
Okay.
know how like a solarium is
Yeah.
a blue light with the UV?
Yep, sure.
So
yes.
this is different. It's red light therapy and it's actually anti-aging.
Does it tan you?
Yes.
You should like look at me. Of course. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
it really does.
All right. So it tans you, but it helps
It
your skin at
tans
the
you,
same
but
time.
it also promotes collagen repair and like it's really good for your skin. So sometimes you'll get out of a solarium and you'll feel like, you know, dry. Your skin feels all dry. I get it out of my colarium and I feel like I've literally just had an oil bath.
I like
Okay.
I like those ones better. So I used to go
Yeah.
to the solarium, and
Yeah.
the pink lights. It's like a pink light, right?
Yes,
Yeah, they
exactly
were.
right.
I used to prefer those. I thought
so
that they
much
were
better. I mean, it gets exactly the same tan,
But more collagen.
desirable. Yeah,
All right.
but you look better.
Okay, and
you
sign up
feel better.
20% discount. Discount code Micki
In
at
my
checkout.
garage.
Yep. Yeah, start renting it out.
In my garage.
Yeah.
No, I actually do. Pays for my electricity bill.
Nice.
Oh, very
Why
nice.
not? Why not? It pays for itself. But no, honestly, I've got this thing going on where my colarium only wants to tan one half of my body.
What?
I don't
Are
know
the
why.
bulbs like broken or?
No, I think
you
I'm
laying on
broken.
one side?
Oh,
I think it's me.
you're broken.
No, I think I'm broken.
So,
Because
so you're
no
like
matter-
half tanned? Is it?
Yeah, but like not
Oh, okay. Not this way.
vertical. We're
This way.
horizontally.
Okay.
Oh, we're horizontally.
Because when I sat down, I'm like, I'm tan.
Your legs are looking a
That's
little
what
whiter. Like,
Exactly. No, it's the opposite.
oh shit! Fuck.
What you're trying to say is you look tanned.
Yeah, up. Yeah. No, honestly, it doesn't. I'm like a different color. It's really
Okay.
weird. Like my stomach's like really tan, but like my face.
Are you only putting half your body in the machine? Is that?
Have you tried putting your whole body in the machine?
Maybe I should try putting my whole body in the machine.
This is gold. All right. So vampire facials, colariums. Any other pro tips? What else should I jump on here? Anything else,
I
or is
didn't
that
know
my
we were
two?
doing pro tips. I didn't
Well-
know
Oh, are
were
we doing
that.
pro
Are we
tips?
That's
doing
I'm
pro
getting
tips?
I'm getting some education right now. Okay, I didn't know about any of this shit. All right. Anything else I should know about?
Well, so any kind of light therapy is like really in right now.
Yes.
So I love the
Yeah.
LED light
My
therapy.
sister's
for your
got one of
face.
those
For your
masks.
face with the
I've,
Yeah.
I've got my mask over there.
Yeah.
And infrared sauna is apparently the latest thing that's like
That's
really.
not hot enough, man. Those things are
I agree.
fucking.
I agree.
I
I am
might as
all
well-
for a traditional steam sauna.
Honestly, to be honest,
Yeah.
if I wanted to use one of those red light, so I just come
No,
to
but
Kat's
the
house.
light is good for your skin. So
Your
you're-
place is hotter than the red light saunas.
Okay,
Guaranteed.
so
I will agree
everyone-
with
okay,
that.
Mark is. Oh no, I think it's the problem. Isn't me in my apartment? It's you.
problem is her.
It's
It's
us.
her. Yeah. No, no.
I've got the aircon is on. It's on.
The problem's Kat.
Every time Mark comes in here, my aircon will be on 16 degrees for 3 days. It'll be fucking
Nah, do you know what?
snowing.
I like
You open the door.
I like the cat sauna. It's
You're gonna
fine.
have to plow your way
Don't worry.
through snow.
Don't worry.
And Mark,
Listen.
I'm in my
Honestly,
carpet jacket.
I come here for the sauna.
I
It's
literally
fine.
will be in a puffer.
It's fine. I like it here. Yeah. Yeah, this is like it's good.
Mark will come in. Mark will come in and have the audacity.
Sometimes
When it's snowing inside.
Sometimes-
to be like, why is it so hot?
Sometimes I look
It's
for one
not.
of those things. Do you know the little water things with to make it more steamy? I look for like where do I put the water? Like,
Where are
do I
the
just-
rocks, Kat? Where
Yeah,
are the
do
rocks?
I just put it on the floor or like what is happening here?
Imagine if like after all these years, I actually was hiding some rocks upstairs.
Bro, I wouldn't be
is
surprised.
It's
so
not
funny.
hot.
But anyway, welcome.
Hi. Hi.
yes.
I love walking into a place and just vibing straight
It's
away.
great.
It's
Yeah,
so
we did.
good.
So, just a quick announcement from our sponsors. This episode is brought to you by our sponsors, Raven Management. Raven specializes in accounting and financial services for the adult industry. If you're listening to this and you're not from the adult industry, don't worry, they can still be your accounting and financial services provider for any industry. And welcome, Micki
Love it. I'm
Daniels.
getting on that.
We just, you're not with Raven?
No.
Oh, you have to.
I do my own
I feel like we need to
accounting.
make it like a requirement to come on this show. That
You
like,
need to be with Raven.
yeah, you need
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least one
Wednesdays we wear
financial
pink.
year.
Yeah.
the requirement.
Exactly.
Okay. Prerequisite
100%.
to coming on the podcast.
Yep. You have to sign up.
Yeah,
I
literally.
love it. I mean, you're just only helping them, aren't you? I mean, the people going with Raven.
Yeah,
not Raven.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, you're helping Raven
Both.
too, but
I
both,
swear
yeah,
to God,
both.
I switched accountants and the money that I saved, like paid for everything essentially, right?
literally.
Like,
Yeah.
A lot of people
No.
say that. A lot of people from the industry have said like when they've swapped to Raven that they've actually like saved a lot
honestly,
of money.
a lot of accountants don't really know. I mean,
They
like,
don't know the industry.
no,
That's the
correct.
thing.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
why I've just stuck with doing my own accounting.
Oh, no, don't
and
do
whatnot
that.
For
Don't do that.
I've had jobs in the past where I've done that, but I mean, like, I can be quite a control freak sometimes. So I'm like, I know better than you,
what were your jobs in the
even
past?
if I'm paying you.
What were your jobs in the past? You said that so like mysteriously.
Yeah.
I've had things that I've done.
I've done stuff.
No, I've done stuff, yes, but no, I've done some financing and accounting stuff for some pretty questionable places. So
All right, so you did some accounting for drug dealers.
I mean, I'm good at hiding.
I mean, you said it, not me.
Can anyone from
So-
the ATO just
yeah,
get
yeah.
off?
There wasn't
Yeah,
money
just-
laundering
no,
or anything.
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
money
No,
laundering.
no. Not at all. No, wasn't that.
None of that. No, I've just been. I also
Micki Accounting. If you want your money laundered,
don't come to me.
love it, gold.
Oh, Mickey's financing. No,
Yeah.
no.
Nice, nice.
No. So I've done a few things my whole life. So I've always had a full-time job.
Outside of the industry?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I've been in the industry for a very long time, and by long time I mean over a decade.
Oh,
so
damn.
yeah, over a decade. So I kind of came into the industry a lot sooner than I ever should have. Mine was kind of like a survival story.
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
okay.
because I couldn't. I had nothing else
Yeah.
really. I was very, very young. I was out on my own since I was 14. So
Okay.
I couldn't really, I had no idea what I was doing.
Of course, holy fuck.
No
yeah.
idea what I was
No
doing.
chance.
You know, and then that's kind of where it starts. You start to teach yourself these types of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to. Otherwise,
It's a lot of trial and error, this job.
yeah.
Like someone can
but no
teach
one's coming
you.
to save you.
Well,
like,
so, I mean, like I did get like mentored from like a few girls, like because I started at an agency and I was the only like newbie at
Yeah.
the agency. Everyone
Yeah.
else had been doing it for a long time,
Yeah.
and I was lucky that I did have some guidance. But the guidance even only takes you so far, right? Because a lot of
Correct.
them were like brothel workers before
A lot
that,
of it
which is
comes with
different to
experience.
private. It does. Like
Yeah.
when I went private, the first like couple years, I was really just fumbling around, figuring myself out.
Correct.
Even your brand takes
Yes.
years to like sculpt and master.
Your reputation takes
Yes.
a long time. Like it's your self branding is probably one of the most important things, and your reputation obviously goes along with that. And you know, a lot of people do follow you. You know, when you start on your own and whatnot. But I started in brothels and then went to an agency. Actually, the first agency I ever worked in was in Sydney.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
yeah.
so you used to
yeah.
live in Sydney?
No, I used to work in Sydney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
How
a
far were
fly
you
in,
traveling?
fly out
fly
type.
in, fly out
Yeah.
type stuff. And I would always. This is when I was a lot younger, so I'd always change. Like I'd always
How,
have like
sorry, how young were you when you started? Do you say?
So, unfortunately, I started in brothels at 14, 15.
Wow.
Did they know?
They didn't. I mean,
Okay.
I was very young. Obviously,
Yeah.
you look at me, yeah, she's young. But no one...
There was no
Click
checks
on.
back
No,
then, right? Yeah.
no,
It's
no,
not like
and
how
I'm
it is
talking,
now.
I'm talking 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you do the math. I'm talking 15 years ago, you know. So
Yeah.
I also worked, the place that I worked at was a dingy, dodgy
Yeah,
brothel
they probably
out in
didn't care.
out in the suburbs.
Yeah.
It was out in the suburb of Bayswater in Melbourne. It was called Night Moves, and it was always like, you know, it was the dingy place to go.
Yeah.
They didn't check my ID. They didn't check who I was, where I was from, nothing.
The agency that I first started with didn't do any checks
No,
or anything.
no.
I could have been young for all they knew. They had no idea.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, and I remember this specifically because I actually went into it with another girl, a girlfriend of mine, and she didn't come from the same background. You know, she didn't need to be there. She was, you know, she had a family to go home to, all that sort of stuff, and she
Yeah.
got caught, and then, you know, I guess it was like a shameful kind of thing for her, and then she ended up telling everybody that it was just me that I did it. It wasn't like I did it all. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. She said you did it all.
Yeah, it was
She
me.
threw you under the bus.
Yeah, threw me under the bus.
Fuck.
Straight up
Damn.
threw me under the bus. Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah. With everybody in the like not group, but everybody that we grew up with as well.
Yeah.
That's what they knew about me
Wow. From such a young age
from
too.
such a young age as
Damn.
well. Yeah, yeah. So
How did that affect you with that? Like, I can't even imagine. Like,
I didn't go back to school.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Didn't
just
go
be
back
like
to school.
teased and bullied for it.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like
God, that
I
would've
was
been hard.
Yeah, I was looked at. It was definitely frowned upon. You know, because obviously, as I said, 15 years ago,
Especially
it's still-
back then.
Back then, it's frowned upon even more. You know,
Yeah,
back then
pre
Yeah, of
OnlyFans. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was
true.
it's still taboo. Things like that
Yeah.
are still taboo. Going to a
Yeah.
brothel is still taboo for a lot of
Yeah.
people. You know, so imagine a 14, 15-year-old girl doing it just to survive. And it's like back
Jesus.
in that day, you don't understand what it's like to survive because you can go home to your parents. I'm
Yeah.
going where?
Yeah, where were you living?
Yeah,
or what
where were you
doing
going?
there?
Yeah, so I was living in a youth home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got put into a youth home, but it's obviously me and my parents have healed our, it's not obvious, but me and my parents have healed our trauma now,
Yeah.
one parent.
Yeah.
But I was put in a youth home and it was, I was living in Kilsyth and the group home was in Blackburn. So if anybody knows Melbourne, for those who are listening, sorry, Melbourne, it was probably about 30 minutes away from my parents, you know, and obviously being a young kid, I would have to go on public transport to get there. You know, so I obviously didn't see my parents a lot. They didn't really come out and see me a lot.
Damn. That's tough.
It was very tough. I ended up in some very questionable situations, obviously. So how I started in a brothel was because back then, Oz Study or Youth Allowance, it was called. It was only like $750 a fortnight or whatnot. And, you know, being so young, I didn't know anything about money. I didn't know anything about debts, finances, this, that, and the other. So I started having to teach myself
Yeah, you would have had to teach yourself a lot at that age. Holy
everything.
fuck.
I'm a great cook now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
imagine,
great
yeah.
cook now.
Yep.
I've had a lot of trial and error.
Sounds like a lot of error.
Burnt a few
Yeah.
eggs, and a few pieces of
Burnt
toast.
a few kitchens down.
Blown up a few toasters.
Damn, nice.
But yeah, a lot of trial and error, a lot of it. So I kind of made my way back home eventually when I got a little bit older. But then I started in like strip clubs and so I've always really been unfortunately, I've always really been in the industry and I was born into a criminal family as well, unfortunately. So I didn't have any freaking hope.
Wow.
I was always destined
You've
to be a
done,
hell.
I mean,
Oh my God.
you've done impressively well though.
Well, yeah.
for
I mean,
those
you've
circumstances. really.
Yeah, you've made the most
Thank
of it because
you.
you've got a lot of followers. You've got a very good brand now, good
Yes.
reputation in the industry.
Yes,
You've got a lot of friends in the industry.
Yes,
so
I do, yes.
you've made the most of it.
I've
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah, no,
I've
you have.
tried,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. I mean, the only thing you can really do is do the best with what you like. The cards you've been dealt.
Yeah,
you
now
know
you're,
what I mean?
you're making money, traveling, going on podcasts.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm actually having. I think for the first time in my life, I can say I'm actually genuinely happy.
Oh,
Awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, that's really
Thank
cool.
you very much.
Yeah.
And I think it's since I turned 30. Really, I can.
Was that recently?
That was in September.
Oh God, I'm joining the Dirty 30s this year.
Yeah.
And I have to ask because this was something that I mentioned on
Yeah.
the podcast the other day.
Yeah.
Have you gotten a lot hornier? Like,
I am in my prime.
Oh, no, so
I'm
this
telling
is this is a
you.
thing. So, as my 30s are approaching, I'm getting so fucking horny.
I'm telling
I will
you,
fuck
it's a
anything.
different way.
I will literally
I
fuck
walked in and
anything.
she was having sex with the couch the other day. I was like, what's
I mean,
happening?
we've
Is-
called this a condom.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, and
Yep.
I've messaged a few of my friends that are like 30s, and I was like, "Is this a thing?" And they're
they
like,
don't
"Oh
call
yeah."
it dirty 30 for no reason.
Let's go.
Right. It's really
Yeah.
fucking like
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm out of
I mean,
control.
something happens to your
It does.
your mojo.
Yep. Gets going. Yeah.
It,
There you
It
go.
really
going.
does. Yeah. No, well, I mean, it makes this job a lot easier because I'm
Yes.
like, I will
Yes.
literally have a day full of clients and be like, okay, well, where's the next one? Like,
yeah. I'm hungry.
I'm still hungry. Like 5 clients later, and I'm like, all right, come on.
Client's like, we
Any
were meant
more,
to
please?
finish 2 hours ago.
Like,
You're like,
oh,
we're good, we're
We're
good,
still
we're good.
going. We're still going.
I have clients tapping out now, and I'm just like, little bitch.
Little bitch.
Let's go. Good on you.
Keep up. Keep
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. How dare you go soft on me? Like,
Too good. Too good.
I love it so much.
and so back to being like talking about happiness. A lot of people don't realize that sex work can actually bring you true happiness and freedom.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that.
Yes. Yes. So, look, people kind of think if you're doing this with your body, you can't possibly be happy with yourself.
You can't possibly be doing that by choice.
You can't possibly be comfortable with yourself. Why? Why not? That's a decision that I've made for myself because I want to, because I feel like that's what I want to do in my life. It's my journey. So at the end of the day, I don't feel like anybody has any right to say anything about your journey, because if it is making you happy and you're not hurting anyone, who is anybody else to say anything
100%.
about it? If you are happy, like...
When do you think you made that transition where, because at first it was necessity, right? When do you think you made that transition where it's like, look, I could get another job, I could do something else, but like actually now I want to do this and this is what I'm going to do?
Yeah. So it happened after the birth of my daughter.
Oh, you have a daughter?
I do.
Okay,
Nobody knows about my daughter. Not a lot of people know about my daughter. I've posted one video, and I was in Bali and she was going down this slide and she did a 180 and twirl. It was so graceful.
Awesome.
But yeah, I think I posted that. But no, I don't. I keep her very, very private, very, very hidden, away from the public eye on purpose.
No, yeah, of course.
I do label myself a MILF, but people are like, oh, do you have a kid? I'm like, I do. Yeah. Like they're like, really? I'm like, yes, I do. Apparently you can't tell, but you know. Yeah. So it was after the birth of my daughter when I realized, I'm like, you know what? I'm actually going to make a real go of this.
Nice. Because
I had been working in brothels, working in agencies. And as I said to you, the agency that I worked in was in Sydney. I still remember that part of my life so vividly, actually. And the last place I worked in was Sydney before I had my daughter. So I took a few years off to have my daughter, then came back to the industry. And for some reason, a lot of my old clients remembered me. They're like, oh, you're back. I'm like, yes, I am. So, I mean, when my regulars started to come back to me, I was like, hang on. Maybe I'm actually really good at this.
You're like, I was remembered. Damn.
Yeah,
I've been waiting like a few years. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, when people started to be like, oh, she's back, you know, because I was actually under a completely different name. You know, I was on Scarlet Blue as a completely different name like 6 years ago, you know. So
Do you say what name it is?
Yeah, Imogen Green.
Okay.
Yeah, complete different name.
I'm always curious about the names people.
Yeah.
That's all. Just
yeah. But I actually was stripping under a different name as well. I was stripping under a name called under Madison. You know, and that was back in the day with the likes of Dallas Rain, beautiful Dallas, Isabel Del Toro. I was back in that day. You know, so I mean, moving up the ranks and then knowing that you did all of that hard work and then being remembered and recognized for that, but like later on,
validating that experience.
So validating, so reassuring, so warm and fuzzy, really. And I was like, yeah, this is me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm
here to stay. Yeah.
I'm here. Yeah.
Have you tried? Oh, you mentioned the financing stuff. Have you tried any other like full-time, part-time work outside of the industry?
So I've had a full-time job since I was. From what I can remember, I've had a full-time job since I was 19. So I really really honed in on I'm going to have a career and I'm going to work.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I've been quite, hindsight's a beautiful thing. And I think I'm like, I've been one of the smarter ones in the industry, but because I've invested a lot of my money as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that's rare in the industry.
Very much so. Yeah, I mean, I do not even think I'm sitting here being like, I'm so much better.
She thinks she's better than all of you guys,
I do.
okay?
You can all I'm so much better than all of you. All of you
guys that didn't invest, all right? Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can just go home now because I'm done. I've
kiss the feet.
beat all of you. No, not even that.
We're just going to cut that part and put it as a...
That's going to be the intro.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Micki Daniels is better than everyone.
Exactly, yeah. That's so funny.
No. I think I really, well, my mum's a mortgage broker. My stepdad was in the bank back then as well.
Okay, so you had some guidance
even
there,
though they didn't teach me anything about money because they weren't around, I still knew that I needed to keep my wits about me just from being around brokers and people in finance, you know. So I knew I needed, like, to have a credit rating and whatnot, I needed to have a full-time job, and then I needed to start going for loans. I needed to be on the radar, you know what I mean? So I always kept a full-time job, and I always had pay slips coming in.
What was your full-time job?
I was a property manager.
Oh,
what?
there you go.
Real estate.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Good job.
Real estate. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna say, like, when you were just like, just a full-time job or something.
I thought you were gonna
check out chick.
That's what. Yeah. Exactly. So there's a spiritual connection just there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Spiritual.
spiritual.
See? Telepathy.
Yeah, I felt it.
Telepathy.
I felt
You
it.
felt that,
I
didn't you?
did.
Like
Straight up. Yeah, you felt a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Just a touch, just beforehand. Boom. We'll try. We'll keep trying. Yeah.
Whatever.
I know Micki was saying off air, you were like, oh, I love meeting people who aren't spiritual.
I
Like,
do.
Yeah, like
I
meeting
don't-
people that like come from different
Mark,
thoughts.
I feel like
you know?
you're like a little spiritual.
I'm
You
half
do-
spiritual,
You
yeah,
do
as
a
well.
lot
How
of
do you
like.
half spiritualize
Because
things?
He does a lot of LSDs.
I do a lot of drugs.
He's on drugs.
Yeah, right now, tripping balls.
I feel like people
think-
that do like trips
This is, I
is
was
a
actually,
spiritual thing.
do you know what's so
right?
funny? I was talking
I
to
agree.
I was talking to my removalist the other day.
You're
okay?
removalist
So,
about ayahuasca.
legit. So this,
After you pack these boxes, we should just like go ham on some LSD.
this
man.
guy's
God.
this guy's 40-year-old bogan, nicest guy you'll ever meet, and he's taking my stuff from, like, obviously moving one place to the other.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Can I hitch a lift with you?" He's like, "Yeah." We chat for an hour on the way. I don't know how we get into this, but we have a spiritual conversation.
Okay.
And
Was there a connection there?
connected. And this is what I literally said. I go, "Look, I never used to be spiritual. I was religious when I was a kid. I got rid of all it. But I'm like, as soon as I honestly started taking drugs, I'm like, there's got to be other stuff out there. I'm like, holy fuck. If my reality can change like that, and I'm seeing, hearing things, and things are waving, like, there's got to be other stuff out there." So half joke, but yeah, I feel like there's some spirituality in me after the drugs. Yes.
You think it was the drugs?
I think so.
Well, that's why I said people that
It was
do
like
a
a
lot of-
gateway for me to be more open-minded, I think. Yeah.
Can I just touch on something you just said before? You're like, when you were younger, you were religious.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Do you think it's like a thing that people go through to try and find faith, or to try and find, because I feel like I ended up in Sunday school as a child when my mother was going through a divorce with my father, and she was just she's going through obviously a hard time, and she's just trying to either find like a community somewhere she belonged, some support, some faith, something to keep going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like religion is, for you to find your own purpose and meaning and moral understanding and ethical understanding of the world is really difficult, right?
Yeah.
But if you just have a religion, it's kind of packaged up nicely for you, and it's like,
Do you think that's like
this
easier?
Yeah.
People think
Yeah.
it's easier to process.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I think
it's like, this gives you meaning, purpose. This is
Yeah.
where you're going to go. This is where you have to do it. It's like, let me take that package and we'll
Takes
follow
all the
this
guesswork
religion.
out
Yeah.
of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure there have been studies on it that like humans by like nature are like searching for like a purpose.
Yeah,
or, like,
yeah, 100%.
understanding. So like exactly what you said, like, you know, having a book that answers all of these, you know, questions that you have, philosophical questions. But yeah, but
Imagine something being so easy, like you want to find faith, or you want to do like something so easy, you're like, here's a book.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's all
And
done
then you
for
read all of these things that are in the book, and it's like, you know what the thing is? Like, I actually spoke about this with Apollo the other day when I was on Apollo's podcast.
Yeah.
I actually spoke to him about it. I'm like, the way to live your life as a good person and a nice person and a kind person is probably pretty much following the Bible, like what the Bible says. You know, like
I think all religions are much
sex
the
work
same.
is in the Bible.
Yeah. Well, they say Mary Magdalene was a sex worker, apparently.
Yes, yeah, and Jezebel was a little
Whore. We're going to put
know?
that at the start as well.
You know,
yeah.
Jezebel was,
Yeah.
So there's two of them mentioned in the Bible. You know, sex work is the oldest industry in history. It's always going to be there. It's always been there. It's always going to be there. And it's like, if we, as you said, a lot of religions are, you know, if you follow what they say and their guidelines and how they live and whatnot, it's pretty much the blueprint to being a good human.
Yeah, I
to
think
being a
Jesus
good
is like a
person.
good role model for like someone you want to be, right?
Well,
like
pretty much.
super forgiving, loving,
Superhuman, you can die
yeah.
and then come back.
Walk on
You
water,
know, like
yeah.
I want to be here.
He's a good poster boy, right? Like
Amazing. That's the benchmark, y'all.
Although
That's-
I will say there's probably a lot of contradiction in the Bible, right? Like I think they were like promoting slavery and stuff like that. But
They
it's,
do- yeah,
But I
yeah.
think you're right. Like the main message of most religions is like, don't be a dickhead.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
So
You know,
I think
be a
it's
good
good.
person.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'll give you something. So I was baptized last weekend.
Last
Hell,
weekend.
what?
Last weekend. You right?
You're back up. How's your week been? Yeah, baptized.
I did. I got dunked. My head got
I
dunked
went to a
underwater.
baptism. Oh yeah, my own.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Okay. Talk,
wait, so
tell
you're
us more.
you're
I
a
got
born again
baptized.
Catholic, or
So I was actually. This is really funny because I'm gonna get so much freaking hate for this. I'm not like obviously a practicing Christian. I'm not like you know Lord. Like I'm not like that. I'm more spiritual than anything.
Yeah.
But I did it because of
You like
two
water
reasons.
sports, or-
Well, yeah, I love bobbing for apples. Yeah. Like I just no. just I love porn. Just down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just put my head in. Yeah. But no, this wasn't a scene. This
No,
was
no,
this
no,
was a real
this was a
baptism.
person-
was it a
No.
Christian or a Catholic?
Christian. So I, as I said to you earlier, I found myself in Sunday school where my mum's gone through a hard time. She's a Christian. My grandmother is born again Christian. Like she believes she's a prophet. You know how
Oh,
people are psychic? She's a prophet from God.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, not knocking it. I love my grandmother.
She's
Love my grandmother so
living a life,
much.
yeah.
She's living her life. She's
Damn.
on another planet.
All right.
But
So you're like granddaughter prophet.
yeah. So she
Third generation prophet.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. That was the connection earlier. It was the prophecy. Yeah.
the prophecy.
Yeah.
No, so my grandmother's very, very religious, and it made her extremely happy having. So it was me, my daughter, and my mother. We all got baptized the same day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
all of us. And as I said, two reasons. The first reason was for my grandmother. I kind of
Yeah,
wanted to
sweet.
show her before she
Yeah,
died.
yeah, that's
and
nice.
I'm trying to put my daughter in a private school.
Oh.
So she needs to be baptized.
Yeah. They have to go to church all the time. You know,
yeah.
They're pretty strict with that. Like
Yeah,
I have
they're very
friends
strict.
where
Oh my
they're like
God.
ticked off. It's like a roll call.
Yeah.
Like for
Waitlist. I've gotten on this wait list. I've had to pay for the application fee
Yep.
to get it into this school. I've had to put an application in. I've had to go for an interview. I've had to all of these things to get my daughter into private school. And I'm like, I just want to give her a really good education.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
They make it difficult,
oh
these
my God,
private
jumping
schools.
through hoops.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm back in school.
Yeah.
Like,
Am I in
wow,
trouble?
Like,
What's happening?
Like, what's going on
Yeah.
here? Like, I'm,
Yeah.
honestly. So,
lot.
yeah. So we all got baptized at the same time.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Damn.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I mean, it
How
was
was that experience? Like, how
so
did you feel?
freaking random.
Yeah.
So random.
That is random.
I've been to a lot of baptisms for babies.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
so like
a-
where they sprinkle the holy water?
So
Yeah,
you
they do
actually
it. It's
dunked?
cute
Like,
when
how
it's a
does that
baby
work
getting
when
baptized.
Yeah, so my grandmother says to me, or said to me, actually, the reason why I did is she actually said to me, she's like, if you do not get baptized, you are going to hell.
Well, that's what
literally-
it's,
that's
the baby
literally-
goes to hell
Yes.
if they don't get baptized, apparently.
Literally, yeah. So
In-
so she knows that she's got like no time left, and she's like,
So
I
she's
want
trying
to
to
meet
save
you in
you.
heaven. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, I want to see you
Yeah.
again, you know.
You're
So
saved.
yeah, I want to see you again. I want you to be saved. I want to
Awesome.
see you at those pearly whites. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Nan, I
So
love you. I'll
probably
do
big
it.
relief for
Yeah.
her right now.
Yeah. But definitely
Yeah.
for the schools.
Yeah.
Definitely for the school.
Yeah.
Definitely for the school. I'm
Yeah.
going to have a rocket scientist of a child.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to show everybody that this industry you
Can produce smart
can
babies.
produce smart people.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
say your daughter is like 20 years old and she's
Yeah.
like, Mom, I want to do what you did or are doing.
She wouldn't know at that young age.
Not right
Yeah.
now.
No,
she has
but-
no idea.
Are you
When she's
going to tell
older.
her?
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to tell her.
Yeah.
Yeah. This industry.
Is it like planned, like when she gets to said age?
No, it's not planned. I'm actually like I have a lot of obviously worries and fears being a mother and raising my child because I'm a single mother. Her father's not involved, hasn't been involved for 3 years, almost 4 years. No child support, no nothing.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know where he is. Like if I
Disappeared.
was, we were together for 4 years too. So like, it's not like it was just a one night stand, whatever. We
Yeah.
were almost engaged. So we were engaged, almost married. So, and he's just, I don't even know where he is.
Jesus
Christ.
Yeah, apparently he had a baby with my ex-best friend back in
What?
Melbourne. Yeah.
What do you mean apparently?
Like,
What-
well, someone told me, and I'm like,
was
I
this
didn't want to
after
know
or
that.
before? Or what do you mean?
Well, what happened was I added somebody on Facebook who was my old friend back from home, right?
Yeah.
And I just thought I was just adding a friend, an old friend
Yeah.
on Facebook. And then she's like, is this about so-and-so's baby?
What?
And I'm like-
What the fuck?
and I'm like,
It
didn't even
wasn't,
know.
but it is now. Yeah.
Didn't even know.
Like it wasn't, but maybe.
But
yeah.
now I'm just going to take myself out and see you later. So I just blocked her, and like I
Yeah.
didn't find out anything, any information. I didn't want to know.
You probably don't want to know.
I
hey,
don't
especially
want to
at this
know.
point.
At this point, it just doesn't. It doesn't
Just
bother
move
me.
on.
I want to get back to the daughter thing. So you're going to tell her?
Yes, I am going to tell her. As I said, I've got some worries. I don't want her to obviously get bullied. You know, if somebody recognizes me, and
I feel
then
like
they have a
this
conversation.
next generation is going to be like the first generation where there's going to be a lot of like sex worker parents.
Yes. So I feel like, you know, coming up in my era or our era is a lot different to them coming up now.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of mums who are
correct.
OnlyFans
I feel
mums.
the same way. I feel the same way. Yeah.
But
So
definitely
no-
back in my day, there were no sex worker mums.
No,
that kid would have got bullied. But now I feel like everyone just kind of does it now.
There's a lot of
wouldn't be
people
weird.
that do, and it's she kind of has an idea that I'm different.
Like
which
mum
Like
is
a-
cool and hot.
like a
and
prophet.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's like a prophet.
Yeah.
yeah. My halo, guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Sense
My
it.
mum is a halo.
No, she does.
You're very
for my
glam,
stutter.
right?
Sorry for my stuttering.
No, you're
I'm
good.
trying to. Thank you. She notices that mum's not prettier, but like I look different.
Yeah.
She said to me, she's
Dolled
like,
up.
you look different to other mums.
Okay.
And
Oh, she said that.
she did.
Oh my god.
Smart kid. Yeah.
She did say that to me. Yeah, it's like she's put two
Kids
and two
pick
together.
up on like the craziest things, don't
well,
they?
because if you think about it, you know, you look around, you've got all these, middle-aged moms and whatnot, because, you know, the reproduction is getting later in life these days. People aren't really having babies early anymore like they used to.
Yeah.
So people are waiting to have children. You know, the normal age right now is 32 or something to have a
it's late.
child. Yeah. So she's looking around at all these, you know, other mums, and she's noticing that I look different. Like she said, I don't know how I look different, but she says I look different to a lot of other mums. So she's noticed a few things. And I mean, I will tell her when she asks. I
Yeah.
believe, I think my most important relationship is with my daughter, and I need her to trust me.
Yeah.
And I guess like when she gets older, there probably will be a time where she's like, why is mum traveling so much? And
Why is mum going to work for 3 hours at,
and then
at
comes
10
back,
o'clock at night,
comes
and then
back
comes
with a
home
lot of cash.
and then with a lot of cash, and we go to Disneyland?
Yeah,
I'm
literally.
joking, but no,
But no, it's
I've
kind of, yeah.
given my daughter a very good life.
Yeah.
Very, very good life. I've been able to give my daughter what I never had.
Yeah.
And she knows that she's very lucky. She knows that she's also treated differently to a lot of other, like I treat my child very, very well. I mean, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but I'm saying my
She is.
lifestyle has allowed me to
Yeah,
give
to
my
spoil
daughter,
her.
to support
Yeah.
her and to spoil her. Like, okay, when I say that, I mean on Wednesday morning, I took my daughter to a pediatrician appointment, and it cost me $400.
Yeah. Yeah.
$400.
Markus, you were a pediatrician, kind of.
Pediatric nurse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
$400.
It's expensive. Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, think about that.
Yeah.
If I wasn't in this industry and I couldn't,
Yeah, what
I didn't-
normal mum can
right,
afford that?
What normal mum can afford $400?
Especially a single mum, bloody hell.
Especially a single
Yeah.
mum. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't mean I'm spoiling her, buying her all of these things. I mean, I'm spoiling her with an education.
Yeah.
With love.
Just general quality
with
of life,
support.
yeah.
With yeah.
But
like
it sounds
the fact
like
that I'm
you're-
able to put her into this private school.
Private school is not cheap. I went to a
No.
very expensive private school.
Right.
And it was, even back then, like many, like
Yeah.
2 decades ago when I was in school, expensive.
Freaking
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive. So, I mean, you know, people can look down on my my job all they want and what I'm doing with my 5-year-old. And you know what I mean? It's like, oh, how could she raise a child? You know, she's grooming her or she's... oh, my God, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm
Settle down.
down.
Yeah, no, not everyone grows up to be like, and you know, people usually grow up to be opposites of their parents. I find, like my
Yes.
parents, I'm nothing like my parents.
I am nothing like my
Yeah.
parents. As I said, she's going to grow up and she's going to be a rocket scientist.
Yeah,
I told
I'm-
you.
yeah.
I told
I'm literally
you.
nothing like my parents. My parents are like, they were big party people. Which
Yeah.
I was when I was younger, but now I am like, my parents were like, my parents still party now.
Yeah.
And they're like old.
Yeah. Yeah. So my dad still does what he does, but my mum really took a turn in her life. Like my parents got together when my dad was 41 and my mum was 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
And she was drunk falling down the nightclub stairs.
Wow.
And my dad was a security guard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Match made in freaking heaven.
Yeah, perfect.
Far
yeah.
out.
What more could you ask for? Yeah. What a love story.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Far out, mom.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically your upbringing allows you to know like what you don't want to have,
Correct.
right? Like what you don't want to give
Yeah,
your
I didn't
kid.
touch a drug until I was
Yeah.
22, 21, 22. Because quite blank, what I saw my dad go through. Like I
Yeah.
saw what drugs did to my family. I saw, you know, obviously a child of divorce. My mum couldn't deal with the drugs anymore. She left. You know, my dad then, you know, having a really bad time after my mum leaving. He never moved on. You know, so then I was dealing with my dad being abusive. I was dealing with all of that sort of stuff. And it actually came to head when I was 14 and my mum decided, like it was a point blank decision for her, that my life would be more peaceful if I wasn't living under her roof. So that's how I ended up in a teenage home.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Did you understand it at that point at 14?
No,
Or
she
it
was
very much
abandoning
like-
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Hell
That's what it would've felt
no.
like. Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm like, you're abandoning me. Why are you putting me in this home?
Yeah.
Well, you like, and I didn't know until I had my own child that I literally sat there and said to myself, I'm like, if this is what she felt like she needed to do, then this woman was under serious stress.
Yeah.
Like trying to help me, trying to help herself, just trying to make it end. You know, because my dad, when we were going through custody court battles, we went through them 3 or 4 times and he kidnapped me every time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, away from my mum, just to hurt my mum. You know, I was used as a pawn, everything. And it's like, when I was with him, I remember at one point I was with him for about 6 or 7 months and he put me into a completely different high school. And I got my period during that time.
Oh,
I
gosh.
there were so many and I was
you just, like,
complete.
don't
I had
understand
no
it.
one.
Yeah, you just like needed your mum.
Yeah, I needed my mum, and he was sitting there being like, "She's not fighting for you. She's not fighting for you." So, right,
believe
right.
it,
That's
yeah.
and that's what I had to believe. And then obviously, when you grow up, you realize you know you've got your own truth. You're like, that was your truth.
Yeah.
You know, it's like mum has her truth, dad has his truth. I've got mine.
Yeah.
Being a child in that environment, you know, so
Yeah, and I think like as a kid, sometimes you don't realize that your parents are like humans or people, right? Like,
Yeah.
so-
And that they don't know how to be parents,
don't-
really.
they don't
like
know
they're winging
what
it.
they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like mum and dad know everything. Well,
Yeah, you think
no.
they know everything, but they have
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
fucking
they've
idea.
got no
idea.
freaking idea what's
Yeah.
going
I still
on.
have no
Yeah.
idea now. I'm like almost the same age that my mum was when she had me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my own life.
My mum was 19.
Yeah.
I had my daughter at 24. And I'm like, I'm 30 now. And I'm like,
yeah, like I still don't know what I'm doing.
glitching. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, help me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Literally, it's
Yeah.
really like that, especially when you have a child,
Yeah.
you know?
I feel like
it's-
everyone. I feel like all of life, you kind of just like it's kind of like one big fake it. Kind
Fake
of
it till you make it.
I remember asking when I worked in accounting for a while, and I remember asking.
I can imagine you in accounting.
Like,
Hell yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
You can.
No,
Oh
hell
my
yeah,
goodness.
I can.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's
Yeah.
that
Boss
boss
lady.
bitch
Yeah.
energy that I
That
give
is.
off.
It is, it is.
Our auras
it
are
is.
connected right now.
Yeah,
That's
there you go. Auras are connected. Yep.
I know. No
Yep.
need to cleanse these chakras. Like,
It's happening.
Listen to you.
Yeah. We're doing it.
And now
First
Kat.
steps
I
into
feel like
it.
I'm
Everybody
gonna vomit
else.
now after saying that. I feel like I know too much about spirituality. Oh my goodness.
And she's not spiritual.
I know. How do I
Apparently.
know all these
Apparently.
things? But yeah, I remember asking a partner at my accounting firm once, like, you know, like, what's it like just like, you know, basically I was like, what's it like knowing everything and just
Yeah.
like being the best at accounting? And he was like, I have no fucking idea what
Yeah,
I'm doing
right?
at
Yeah.
all ever. And he was basically like to me, you were always going to feel like you don't know anything and that you can't believe that people are looking at you for answers that you don't have.
Yes.
And he literally just said that to me, and that stuck with me my whole
Good
life.
on him.
And
That's good advice,
And
actually.
like me,
Honestly.
even like me in this industry, when people are like asking me for advice in this industry, and they're like, "Oh wow, you're so successful," I'm like, "Am I?" Like,
Bang. I was just
was
about
like,
to
am
say
I? Like,
that.
I feel like I'm an
Yeah.
imposter sometimes. Like,
I was thinking about that on the plane today. I was like, look at where I've come from to where I am now. I feel like I do have imposter syndrome a lot of the time. And especially like having, you know, is Kat your real name?
no.
Yeah. Especially having two names, having, you know, different personas and whatnot. We definitely do have identity crises
No,
sometimes.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like my old me was like nothing like Kat is.
Exactly.
Kat is nothing like how I used to be.
And I
yeah.
feel like every time, you know, it's kind of like leveling up in a way. You know what I mean? It's like, and I was saying this the other day as well. It's like I'm like, oh, maybe I'm at the point now where I'm like a veteran in this industry, but I wouldn't say that because I still don't know everything, and that's the thing. Like I'm still learning things every day. Yeah, I learned something. I obviously can't say it on here, but I learned something from a client the other day who was taught that by another girl who's only been in the industry for like 3 or 4 years, and I'm like, oh my god, there's my 12 years on top of it.
What was the thing? Can you say?
if it's bad, we can bleep it out.
Can you really?
Yeah, we can take out whatever you want.
Oh no, it was just something about pegging.
Oh,
okay.
It was something. She
like a technique.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It was a technique.
It was a good tech. It was a very
Yeah.
good
Okay.
technique too. It was
Alright.
very good.
And now you know because you're
Yeah.
better than everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I find that I
Yes.
learn things as well.
Still caption.
Yeah.
Micki Daniels is better than everyone else.
I love it. I love it. It's gold.
I can't. No.
That's gonna be the tagline.
No. Stop.
All right, what were we saying? We'll talk about how she's better than
Yeah.
At pegging. No. No.
All right, so is that something that gets asked a lot for you? You like a...
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, you do a lot of pegging?
I don't do a lot. I would like to do more.
Oh, okay.
I
yeah.
would love to
You know,
do
we have
more.
a lot of people that come on here that's like, yeah, I love pegging or peeing or other things. And
Yeah.
they're
I
like,
want to do more of
this.
it. I want
What
to
do
do
you-
more of it.
What do you like about it for you? Like,
It's
what's
so
your...
empowering.
Yeah, okay.
If you do it properly and
Yeah, getting a man on his knees and just
yeah,
fucking
but,
him in the
but
ass.
it's like he's loving it. It's like he's loving it. I'm loving it. It's like I'm a really good pleaser. So like I like to please. I think I've been in the industry way too freaking long.
Yeah.
Where I give the service because I know it makes someone feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if they've had like a bad week or whatever, I'm the highlight of that week.
Yeah,
You
nice.
know, I love making people feel good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if he's on his knees and he's loving it, I'm like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm loving that too. Yeah. Like honestly, like I
Do
don't
you
know.
feel more empowered walking around with a strap on?
Chicks with dicks are kind of like, it's always going to be a curiosity, I believe, especially for men. I mean, I've spoken to a lot of men that are like, curiosity killed the cat. And a lot of them have, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's, and because it's getting less taboo these days, you head off to Thailand and every second girl's got a doodle,
True.
you know, and it's
Yeah.
like, it's free reign over there. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely becoming more of a thing that people are doing. Even couples are doing it. I saw on a forum on Facebook the other day where this woman has been married for years and years and years, and her husband wants her to pay him. And I'm like, yes, you know, people are really getting into it. And I'm like, any man,
sexuality is having a moment right now. I think.
believe so.
I'm getting booked. I think I've spoken about this on a recent episode. I'm getting booked by a lot of couples lately.
Yes.
A lot. A couple's
Me
bookings
too.
are on the rise. A lot
Me
of people I
too.
talk to are saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Couple and like
Yes.
people are realizing, you know, marriage it's hard.
Yes.
You need a little zest in
A
it
little
sometimes.
spice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Swingers
definitely.
parties are on the
Swingers
rise.
parties, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of, I love swingers parties. They're so.
You'll have to take me one time.
I will. I've
been saying, well, now that I'm in the, well, I'm almost in the dirty 30s, and I'm like, I will fuck anything right now. I'm ready
honestly-
for a fuck party. Like, let's
Honestly,
go.
it's so much fun.
I went
It is
once
so
with
much
Mark, but this was like 5 years ago. It was a
was
long
a
time.
while
I can just
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
you and me going, like, he just sits in the corner. Like,
Fuck you both.
Like we're gonna get our fuck on. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
He's like, can I join too?
I'll be sitting there
can I
meditating in my
watch? Can I
spiritual sense, okay?
Meditating.
Yeah.
This man's-
I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry about these women. Oh my God.
He's getting baptized.
I'm getting rebaptized.
Getting
Confirmed.
baptized.
Like throwing the holy water on everyone.
You guys walk around with strap-ons pegging everyone. I'm like, I'm sorry, Jesus.
Oh my
This
God,
is
imagine
not...
going with a strap on being
I'm
like,
sorry.
anyone want to get fucked right now?
Yeah.
Anyone want to get
Chastity
pegged?
belts, you know, all these things. I mean, I think it'll be a vibe.
It'll be a vibe. Is that what you think? It'll be a vibe. Okay. All right. It'll be
I
a
know.
vibe.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about sex parties this season. Yeah, I feel like it's my sign that I need to go to
Yeah,
a sex
maybe.
party.
Do.
Yeah. You got to go to that Tantra one. Go to the Tantra
Yeah,
one.
we had a Mistress Eros. I don't know if you know who that is, but
Yes, I've heard
so
of
she
her.
she
Yes.
runs these big Tantra party things, and she's like, yes, you have to come.
Love it.
Yeah,
I
they
was-
sound great because they, especially like if you're the first time there, she was talking about how they come in, they go through and
They
talk
do
about what to
demos
expect and
and-
things like that. And then, yeah, it seems very like structured in the way
Educational.
that you kind of come in there softly, I guess.
Love
So,
that.
Yeah,
I think
we'll
she
have to
should.
go one day because I think she does them in. Doesn't she do them in Brisbane? I think, or Melbourne
yeah.
or something.
Brisbane
Does
and
she?
Melbourne, I think, from
Yeah.
memory.
Okay.
So I'll have to keep you posted on those.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting. I mean, I would be so into something like that, honestly.
Okay, good.
But,
I'll be hitting you up.
you hit me up and I'll hit you up.
Oh yes.
Yes. Yeah. No, I am. I'm getting booked by a lot of couples. I have a lot of them. I think a lot of mine have come from Instagram. Like they follow, like the woman follows me on Instagram, and then she gets the idea from my profile or whatnot, and then they end up booking me, or it's from my Pornhub.
Oh okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So obviously, a lot of women watch a lot of porn.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
watch
yeah.
a lot
I
of
do.
porn.
And is it mostly the women that are booking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The woman, and I love dealing with women. I love men. I love
easier
men
to
as
deal
well.
with.
I love men as well. But women know
are
how to
easier.
talk to
Other women,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And it's like
They give more info and stuff.
Correct.
They're much more detailed.
Yes, and she's usually thought about it. So it's like she's thought about it. She's got a fantasy. She's worked it out in her head, and
Yeah.
then she's like, I want this,
Yes,
this,
yes,
this,
they
this,
do.
this, and
They
this. And I'm
do.
like,
They say
Great.
like, I want this
Yeah,
position and
organised.
this position and this
yeah,
one.
and I want you to focus on me, and then I want him
Yeah.
to give you a turn.
Yes,
And I'm like,
yes.
yeah, we're
had one
sure.
send me like
Playbook,
I had
yeah.
one send me like videos once of like, yes, I like if you scroll to this video at like 12,
It's like
23.
a haircut.
I
and
like
then-
it when you do this. I like it when you hit this pot, and then yeah. No,
That's
honestly,
gold.
but it's better to have more info rather than less.
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's sometimes with these bookings, do you just find like it's like pulling teeth?
Well, with guys, this is the thing, which is this is what's hard with like new clients. Obviously, regular
Hang
clients.
on, I'm getting ready to defend the males here. Okay, go for it.
I'm not putting shit on guys. So
right.
with a new client, so a guy that you've never had sex with before,
Yep.
both ways, you
Yep.
just don't know what the other one likes. So it's a little bit of trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, with a regular, you start to learn what
Right.
the other person likes.
Correct. And that's
But,
when you vibe
So
and
what I
yeah.
do, it's hard, like in a first time having sex with a client, because
Very
it's like
much
you're
so.
trying all of the different tricks to see. Okay, does he like it when I suck his
Yeah.
balls? Oh no, he doesn't like it. Oh, okay.
Some
all right.
people
Does
like
he,
nipple
oh, he
play.
likes
Some
fuck-
people
yeah.
don't.
Does
Some
he
people
like it
like,
when
don't
I
touch
lick his
me.
ear? Oh yeah, he like. Or does he like even like giving head? Like some like it slow, some like it fast,
Some like it
hard.
sloppy, some like
yes,
it not. Right?
It's different.
Very much so.
Well,
No, I agree.
So
Thank
it's good.
you.
So it's
I was
fair.
ready to defend myself because you were like, listen, the men out there. I was like, all right, what do you got to fucking
No,
say,
it's
huh?
good when we
Bring
have
it on.
more
No,
information.
I would
Okay.
say yeah, it's good.
Yes.
When, like if a guy comes in and he's like, "Oh, I like it when you suck my
Yeah.
balls or play with my nipples
Right.
or kiss
This
my
actually-
neck,"
it does
it's
remind
much
me-
easier then because I'm like, I can just go straight into doing that
Exactly.
and not like, okay, maybe let me touch his gooch a little bit, see if he wants
And
my
it really
finger in
makes
his
the
ass.
experience.
Like,
Well, it makes the experience better for everyone
Yeah.
involved because
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
He's happy. You know,
exactly.
so-
Otherwise, it's just trial and error until you figure out
Exactly.
I
what they
agree.
like.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Exactly.
All right. All
Yes.
good. No defense needed.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
There was no case.
Yeah. All right. So what are your plans moving forward? What do you got on for this year? Anything exciting?
I'm gonna buy a house for my daughter this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. With the pay slips I've always had, that's
Yep.
get it. That's
Nice,
it's,
smart,
I'm about
smart.
to cash it all in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good on you.
So I think that's what my main focus is going to be. Also, my daughter just started school this year, so my focus is a lot on her right
Yeah.
now,
Yep.
her and providing for her, and just continuing to build my name and build my brand. And I have been around for a while, but I've never really put myself out there. So now I'm obviously doing podcasts and I'm doing articles, and I'm like, there's a lot of things that I'm doing now to promote myself that I've never done before. So
I did read one article.
did you?
Yes.
Okay, what was it? Which one was it?
It was about a wife in the next room
Oh my God.
that had a bad review for
What?
the judging my reaction. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Was this
Yes,
was
this
this
is
real?
ridiculous. This is so real.
It's real.
What
So
happened?
real. This bitch. Oh my God. It was so good. She was so good. I remember it vividly. So I didn't rock up late. I rocked up late to, obviously there was no communication in their relationship. So it had been booked for a specific time, and then he had moved it to a different time, which was obviously later. And so
So was this a couple's booking or something?
no.
Oh, okay.
No, this guy booked me and had his wife in the next room listening to us.
Did you know?
No.
Did she know?
Yes.
Oh, God. So it was like a cuck booking almost.
Almost. Yeah.
You
But
weren't informed.
I had no idea.
Are you loud?
Yeah. Yes. So I don't know what bee was in her bonnet that day. But she said that I rocked up late and I left early and I blah,
She had you
blah,
on a
blah, blah.
timer.
Who did she say this to?
I made her husband come too quick and
That's
he sent me
gold.
home.
Wait,
Yeah.
who did she say
Can't
this
help
to?
it.
To you?
To me.
She messaged you saying that.
After the booking, she messaged me and she's like, "You are trash." You're like,
What?
Said, "You are trash. My husband booked you. You came late. You went early. I listened to the whole thing. You couldn't even make him come. Blah 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 blah." I'm like, what
That
the
is
hell
hilarious.
is going on here?
Damn.
Literally. And I had to turn back around and say, "I arrived on time. Your husband came early. Probably
What a
earlier
message.
than what you make him come." And I had to leave.
What a message to
Like,
send.
literally. Said, like, what am I going to say back? Like, what do I say?
That's hilarious.
I'm like, "You're trash." I'm like, I didn't even know you were there, babe.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
bit
I didn't
weird.
even know you were there.
I didn't know I was performing for an audience.
I don't know. I didn't know I was supposed to be doing fucking backflips.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
honestly. But no, do you have that as well? Like, obviously.
No,
if
I've not had
No,
that.
no. No, I mean, like, if they come early or whatnot, sometimes they don't want to go again
Well,
and
yeah.
they send you home
Yeah,
early.
sometimes. I mean, so obviously sometimes they do want to go again, but there's a lot of times where
Majority
they just
of
want to
the
get back
time-
to work.
Exactly.
And a lot of the time,
Yeah.
if it's during the day or sometimes even if it is late at night, they might book me for a couple hours or something, come and then be like, "Oh, actually, I'm tired now. You can go.
Yes.
I want to go to bed now."
Yes. Or some of them I've had book me for 2 hours and like they'll come pretty quick
Yeah.
at the start and then they'll wait until the end.
See,
and then
the
we'll
thing is, guys get excited
That's
when
exactly
they're horny,
right. That's
and they'll say,
exactly
"Come
right.
over for 3 hours."
Exactly.
And then they get into like a coma after
Yeah.
they come, and they almost and sometimes they're probably just a bit like, "Well, I just kind of want to be by myself."
It's like when
Post-nut
you order
clarity.
3 main meals.
Post-nut clarity.
It probably
Post-nut
is like a little bit
clarity.
like, "Oh, get this hooker out of my bed."
I've
Like,
actually said,
Get the fuck out.
I've actually said,
probably
you
is.
I
don't
didn't
pay
mean
me
to order
to come, you
dessert.
pay me to leave.
yeah, no, it's
You
true.
don't, yeah, you pay me to leave. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't pay me to come, you pay me to leave.
Big
That's
on
cool.
hooker, like.
Yeah, big on, abracadabra.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
hilarious.
yeah, because when guys think differently.
Yeah,
When
that's
they're
fair.
horny to when they're not
I myself
satisfied.
have been known to have some post-nut clarity.
I do too sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
And
like, why did I do this?
It depends
Yeah.
on my cycle as well. Like if I'm ovulating, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll fuck anything.
Yeah, nah, me
when I'm
too.
like the
Me
week
too.
before my period, I'm like, the guy that I was fucking the week before that I was obsessed with, all of a sudden I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like an ick almost. It's like, yeah. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I feel so different than I did the night before. I'm like, surely these aren't my feelings. And then I'm like, maybe maybe I should just ride this out. Maybe I
We'll
should
see.
just wait.
Cleanse my aura.
Cleanse
Get
the
the
chakra.
sage out. Yeah.
Maybe I should just wait. This is
Get the sage and the holy water out. Like that's it.
Gold.
oh no, yeah. Back to this woman. I don't know if you're listening. don't ever contact me again. That was horrible.
Yeah,
Oh
fuck
my
you
God.
if you're
It
listening.
was, rude. Maybe next time tell me you're there. Because then I can put on a show for you as well.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have you sit in the corner and play
Happy
with
to do a
yourself.
cuck booking.
Happy to do a cuck booking. I don't care. As long as I'm not being taken advantage of and then abused.
Fair call.
You know?
Fair call.
I'm just there to
Agreed.
do a job and
Yep.
keep you happy. And if
Yeah.
I'm rocking up late and leaving early, like there's a reason for it. Like I haven't been in the industry that long to you know what I
True.
mean?
Yeah,
Just
exactly. You're
root-
clearly
root
doing
by.
something right to be in
Clearly
the
I'm
industry
doing a
this long.
few things right.
Yeah.
So
True.
screw you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
Rude.
you.
Well,
Stay in the
fuck that
closet.
bitch. Yeah.
Stay
in the closet.
All right, well, yo, thanks so much for
Yeah,
coming on.
thank you
This
for
has been
coming
No,
on.
fun.
thank you so
It's
much
been
for
great.
Do you have a
having me.
website?
Yes, where can people find you?
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram. It's the Micki Daniels, and then on Twitter it's just Micki's Mansion.
Mickey's
Awesome.
Mansion.
Mickey's
I
Mansion.
like
Mansion.
that.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, we'll pop those down
Yeah.
below. People
Yes,
can check it
yes.
out.
And you can come find me, come talk to me, come book me, whatever.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, God bless. Okay.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
God bless.
Please.
God bless. Have a
Go
blessed,
in peace.
Have a blessed weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
all right, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thank you.